everyone, this is Elena Kraus and welcome to another card video. In this video, I'll show you how to make this quilted type of cards using Cabana tile dies from Catherine Fuller Designs from the new Tropically Yours stamp of approval. So I have two cards here. I first made the first one that uses more hexagon frames, and I will show you how to make the second one. So this is Cabana Tiles die set. It's a standalone die set, and it comes with 7 dies. Actually, it's more if you separate those nested hexagons. So I'll be using the nested hexagons. There's one that has 3 frame hexagons that you can cut out like 6. If you don't separate them, if you don't cut them apart, you can cut 6 frames of hexagons. And from the other one, you can cut 3 as well. I didn't separate any of those dies, and I cut them from 6 different colors of cardstock. So let's get started here. You will need some sticky adhesive and grid paper. I'm using the Misty grid paper, but you can use any graph paper or any grid paper like from composition book or anything that you have around the house. I recommend that you don't use a cardstock because after that you will have harder time if you need to trim that panel. So I'm burnishing up that sticky adhesive onto my panel, not panel, but grid paper, and then I'm cutting it to size down to 4 by 5¼ inches, and I'm just finding the center where I want the first hexagon to be in the center. So here I have, I'm again burnishing it up. I'm separating the hexagons. I decided to go in rainbow order. So for the panel on the left that it's already done, I have 6 kind of nested hexagons, but for this one, because I'm using the other die, I have only 3 nested, so I'll have a variation of those hexagons. So I'm just you'll want to separate those ahead of time so you're not looking in your pile of die cuts where what goes next. So I'm starting with an orange one. You can start with any color, and I'm centering that one, and then it's easy to line up the rest of the hexagons. So you will want to go first with the outer frames, the outer hexagons, and cover the entire panel. So for this size of panel, I cut 3 of each hexagons, and I'm just lining those up and adhering them to my grid paper until I have it covered. You will notice at the end I won't have covered the little spots, like little triangles that are on top, but you will see in a minute what I will do about those. I didn't have enough die cuts and I didn't want to waste more, so now I'm going with the second frame, and I'm going in rainbow order and just laying those inside of the large frames, hexagon frames. So this is very helpful if you have all the die cuts in rainbow order so you know what comes next. But you don't need to go in rainbow order. You can layer them as you want. You can go as well monochromatic, that will look nice too, or just some random colors of your choice. So lastly, you'll want to do the little centers, the little hexagon centers that are solid hexagons, not frames. So we have a couple left here. And that's the last one. I'm going again with the bone folder on top, burnishing, making sure that everything adheres nicely. And I'll repeat that on the back side too. So next I'm trimming those hexagons that are hanging over my grid paper. And then I will use those leftovers to fill into those little triangles that I mentioned just a minute ago that are on the top of my panel. So that way you use some of those leftovers. So here I used a bunch of random cardstock that had in my stash, so you can use any type of cardstock and it will work nicely. You just may want to make sure that the cardstock is the same weight, so you don't have like everything is even on top, so it's not like some is thinner than other one. So at the end I just trimmed the sides using my paper trimmer, and I already have a sentiment from the Pursuit of Happiness stamp set for the panel on the left, and I stamped Hello Gorgeous from Stentall stamp set, again from the Stamp of Approval, Tropically Yours, onto some navy cardstock and embossed with white. Next I'm adhering that panel onto navy card base, and you'll want to trim that sentiment that you stamped. I'm just using the guide on my paper trimmer to make frame around it. I didn't measure it, I just winged it. Here I'm just playing with the sentiments to see which one to go where, and to make it more dimensional, to add more interest, you will want to add some mounting tape on the back, foam mounting tape, to make that sentiment pop up. So here we're at the end of the cards, so just adhere those sentiments and you're finished. Thanks for stopping by today. Don't forget to visit my blog, to subscribe as well to my blog and to my YouTube channel for more inspiration. See you soon in another video. Bye!